God, what are you crying for? War is in Gulf, not here. Today is a beautiful birthday of Guru Bahadur Singh, 14-year-old, and cookies will be served. Yoga center is coming to light. Whole Life Expo. Awakening your mental, physical, and spiritual self. A yogi bhajan. Oh, he does it all the time. Life is funny. Here's something. I'll read it in my. Keep it good. Read it when we have nothing else to read. We are going to talk today about heart center. Story of the heart center is very funny. And a majority of the time people do not know anything about it. It has some petals, some energy, this and that. That's the science of it. You can read that in books. That I'll leave it to you. But what is this heart center? And what is this fight between heart and head? Heart center means warmth, compassion, passion, kindness, hatred, everything which is wonderful in the world and everything which is rotten on the planet. They all come from the heart center. If you set your heart into something, your head will give in. That's why it is the most powerful center and extremely dangerous. On the other hand, this is the only center worth living with. Now, see to the physical side of it. You have a heart. Its electromagnetic field is its own. You can put a pacemaker in it and even still you can help it to beat for you. Number two, it pumps the entire blood and nurtures your every organ. It is responsible for getting back and supplying your lifeline. And it works constantly till it gets tired and says goodbye. This center is very enduring. It is made of two parts. One is physical, one is electromagnetic. It is one organ which has its own electromagnetic wavelength and composition. There are a million words we say, open your heart. I hate you from the very bottom of my heart. Now what you do with the top, I don't know. My heart goes for you. There are millions of expressions which relate to heart. But still, we mess up our life mostly because of heart. Because this center controls passion. Anytime passion is not controlled for human intuition, it will bring destruction. It's a law which I can't change. Mind you, I'm not against passion, but 90% in your life, your pain comes from passion, not from compassion. And 90%, you have no intuition with your passion. Passion you must have, and you will have. Passion minus intuition is self-destruction, period. There's nothing more to it. It can be so destructive that you'll start condemning yourself. Sometimes overleaping passions makes a human misery so magnified that people have gone lunatic. On this center I can talk for a whole year. I know it so well. I remember I was 11-year-old when I made a decision with myself. I shall not negate anybody. How it happened? We were doing numerology, just for a joke. And there was a book, Cairo's Numerology something, it was a Western book. And about Virgos, it was said that they are very critical. Virgos are critical, negative, and enjoys criticism and negativity. But they cover their act very good under the name of perfection. They are very clever actors. I read that whole paragraph very well. And I look at myself, I say, I'm Virgo. And the other person said, no, you are in the cusp of Leo and Virgo. I said, much worse. Leos are no good either. They have a lot of claws. Somehow in that discussion I decided I shall not negate anybody except if time permits me to be in the interest of another person. I can assure you it was the most painful decision of my life. I have paid so heavily for it that you can't believe it. Life became a heap of mess. Because when you feel negative, to say negative is a release. You feel negative and don't say negative is a stress. And it's such a heavy stress. I think a saint will crack under it. That means when you read through your negative mind, which is automatic, which is totally essential, which is give you life, protection in life, the only way you can feel negative and not act under it, if you can chew it and digest it. Do you understand that pressure on you? I was very upset after a few days why I made that promise. So I went to my teacher and I said, well, I have something to discuss personally. He said, wow, what personally with you? I said, here it goes. I said, well, this is how we were discussing numerology and this is how it came to my mind and this is what I have decided. But damn it, I said, sir, it's a very ugly decision. It's not a truth. You see a truth, you don't say it. That's cowardness. He laughed. He said, if say truth hurts somebody, saying that truth is worse than a lie. I said, now our teacher has become philosopher. What should I do? But I had a problem. I said, that's all right. One should never hurt anybody's feeling. But how to relax one's own self? I remember that line which I always speak. When you see something horrible, thank God it is not you. When you see something good, thank God you have something to match up to. Just understand, 11-year-old kid, still remembering those lines. In your life also, lot of things will come which will be truthful, and you will know them. But that will be your personal truth. It may be geographical truth. It may not be infinite truth. And sometimes passion and truth can become the biggest anger. And extremely destructive. Passion is wonderful, it moves you. It's delightful, it's life. Like a heart pumps the blood. But it's not true that passion will remain passion. Passion is to go after something. But when your truth mixes with it, and the truth tells you that the other person is wrong or the other person in your way, other person is destructive, other person is not good news, it creates a consistent blind anger. Secondly, passion is great to be successful, but when your truth or your insecurity joins it, you become a nagging nonsense to everybody. Because your passion is to succeed. And you find certain people not matching up to your passion, and you do not match up with equal compassion, war is on. So write out 60-70% of your life as useless because of this. Analyze everything in your life. You'll find it was your passion, your insecurity, your anger, your not availability of intuitive tomorrow, your not complete seeing the whole picture, your non-universality which brought you the pain. I am in pain, very much, more than you, all of you. I suffer every part of it. I suffer like a lunatic and crazy put together. I know it. I feel it. It's extremely haunting and uncomfortable. You'll ask me, you are a yogi Bhajan, what is wrong with you? Everything is wrong. Because at first sight I can see the wrong. Second is to think how to say it. Third is to decide to say it or not. Fourth is to decide to say it to elevate the other person. Now I have a professional duty to elevate anybody I touch, see and feel. That's my profession. I have a tragedy, I can know the root of the situation with the other person beyond time, in seconds. And third is, I have to have tolerance. And you know what tolerance is? It is couple tons of weight. Tolerance is not a joke, folks. The heaviest thing on the planet under metals is called platinum. I say wrong. The heaviest thing on human mind is human's tolerance. If you are in status of tolerance and you don't enjoy it, you'll go insane fast enough. Physically, it eats your parasympathetic out. Mentally, it will make a rat out of you. And spiritually, you will become extremely a hermit. That is the price of tolerance a person has to pay. Then what is the easy way? Easy way to have fun. The easy way is don't tolerate. Enjoy it. It is not you. If you do not at that time glorify yourself and feel happy with that negativity which comes from others, that it is not you, you got it. There's no medicine which can cure you. There's no chance that you can smile in life. You'll be scared of everybody. You'll be unhappy on every day. You'll be miserable every night. You shall have nightmares. And if you think your negativity can be shut up, it's not possible. It is mind. The negative mind feels it. You conclude it. You are sure of it. It becomes your personal truth. In our Sikh prayer, we say, Jina veki and dit kita. Those who have seen and still unseen it. For their great labor, say Vaheguru. Look at it. It is one of the highest praise. You see something, then how you can make it that you have not seen it? You have seen it in somebody. If a doctor sees cancer in somebody, he doesn't become the cancer himself. He sees it, either he can remedy it, or he can advise it, or he can ignore it. Or he can be grateful, he doesn't have it. The highest status which a man can enjoy in a human life is self-compassion. I'm not asking you to be compassionate to others. I'm asking you folks to be compassionate to yourself. This is the last thing a person has ever learned. Key to happiness, gate to happiness is self-compassion. If you have this misunderstanding that you should be compassionate to others, you are fooling yourself. Compassion does not mean anything to others. That is your drama, is your act, and it's meant for you. Be extremely compassionate to yourself and not indulge in unnecessary nuisance and tax your nerves, your mind, and your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does it make sense? There is no school, class, or college for it. Nobody talks about it. People say, have compassion. That means have compassion for somebody who's not. Do you understand what I mean? It's a common thing. Be compassionate. What are you trying to do? It's the most stupid thing to do. If you ever want to be compassionate to yourself. Others can handle their life. It is your life which you are supposed to handle, and that is called divinity of God. Am I speaking good in my nose? I'm practicing for 2 weeks now. I maybe after 6 weeks, when I'm totally healed, I may end up speaking it perfectly. It's funny. First of all, from last 2 weeks, nobody recognized me on the telephone. Even I explained my identity, saying, what is wrong? What has happened? I have to explain a couple minutes that's what it is. Plus, I'm compassionate to myself. Lastly, what made me to decide to speak like this, to heal myself urgently, first of all, there is no way out except this. Secondly, I looked at myself. I know so much. If nothing else, I can speak it out and record it. Sometime in the future, it will be useful for mankind. In your total behavior as a human being, you have learned one thing: to be compassionate. Every religion teaches it. And they openly teach it: be compassionate to others. A deadly mistake. Be serviceful to others. Be kind to others. But always be compassionate to yourself. Be good to others. Be helpful to others. Be friendly to others. All adjectives are right, but never be compassionate to anybody. When you are not compassionate yourself, you are totally hypocrite. There is absolutely no way to describe hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is the English. American pronunciation is hypocrisy. Have you heard the word hypocrisy? What is your meaning? That means when you are not real. Are you pretending to be real when you are not real? It will happen only when you are not compassionate to yourself. Because the fourth center guarantees to be compassionate either to yourself or passionate yourself. It does not allow this for anybody else. You can be passionate towards somebody and project with your intuition or with your acts, but you have to be passionate yourself. Other part of the coin is to be compassionate. Passion and compassion are two sides of the same coin, and they are for the self. I am passionately in love of myself. If I am not passionately in love of myself, I cannot or shall not love anybody truly or otherwise. I'll be hypocrite. If I am not compassionate to myself, I will understand nothing, period. Don't worry, I'm PhD or I'm MD or I'm JD or I'm this is all book knowledge. In behavior, you shall not understand other person feeling accurately, intuitively, if you are not compassionate to yourself. Period. Your friendship won't last. Your relationship won't last. Your other marriage, this, that, won't last. Because if you do not have passion for life and compassion for the self, you do not know what damn life is. Don't bother. Yes, we can talk, we can play games, we can use words, we can be diplomatic. There are manners. You can get by. But just remember, language of the heart can be read at the face. Whatever is in your heart will show up on the face. And on that, nobody has the control. You can lie, fine, and the other person cannot read your aura, it's okay. But what is in your heart, you will be forced to show it through your face. And that you cannot hide. Or, let us go to the electromagnetic field area of the heart. What do they call that thing here, which gives the heart to pump? Pacemaker is the instrument, but otherwise when there's no pacemaker, what is here? In the heart. Yeah, that note. If your electromagnetic field is not totally with you, The other person will say like this, watch me. You know, I talked to George. He totally convinced me. He is right. But I do not know, something doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? You are convinced. Everything is set. It's beautiful. And you dare not change it either. But something, little voice is telling you there's something wrong. The frequency of electromagnetic field has not created a psychic effect on the electromagnetic field of the other person. And because there's a gap, therefore you are convincingly still unconvinced. You are convinced. If you really want to look at it, when I used to live in this Hollywood, once I was counseling somebody, and these two guys were in love, like Dove and whole thing. They used to come to yoga class, God, push all the time. One day I told them, when they kiss each other, they should put some blanket because they passionate the whole class. It's too much of a scene. They should do it, it's fine. So we discussed it, that they can do it outside, they can do it in the alley, they can do it at the other furniture stores on the side, they can do everything. But when I'm teaching, they should not leap on each other and kiss. They used to do it all the time. It was such a kiss thing going on between those two. We never knew what to do. So, all of a sudden, the lady said, I love him. I'll die for him. He kisses me, I don't mind. But there's something wrong. I said, wait a minute. How there can be anything wrong between you two? If this thing continues, in 6 months you both won't have lips. It's too much. I mean, the moment they get out of the car, they will tangle with each other, kiss and this and that, and he will talk and leaning on her, and the whole thing. But sometime when they're in the middle of a good yoga class, we'll rest and this go like that. It means the class was good. I said, no, nothing is wrong with you guys. You're fine. Keep it. Don't bother. 4 days later, I had an appointment with her. So she came at noontime. Noontime, I used to sit at the yoga center. There was never used to be anything. Sometime I'll sleep. And I used to watch Sri Simran Littles. Sometime I'll sleep and eat there and sit there. Some people will come, some won't come. But this was appointment. She said, Yogi, quote unquote, exact I'm telling you what had happened. She said, Yogi, tell me something. Do you see something which I'm not seeing? I said, no, I see him kissing all the time, and you kiss him so heavily, that's all we see. She said, no, please. Don't you feel he's overcompensating? I said, what's wrong in overcompensating in kisses? It's all fine. She said, no. In my heart of heart, I have nobody to talk to. Therefore, I have come to see you. She said, in my heart of heart, in my depth, I feel there is something wrong. And you are not telling me. It was direct accusation. I said, look, you are two lovers. It's one of the greatest sin to come in between two lovers. Second sin is to discuss love and the degree of it. Third is to sit judgment on it. These are three unforgivable sins. To interfere between two lovers, to judge their love, I say, I can't do it. She said, no, let us talk as a teacher and a student. I said, oh, here it goes. I said, what do you say? She said, I think you know everything. I say, I know nothing. That's the only thing I know. Because I know nothing, therefore I know something. Something concerning some things. That's all. He said, aren't you a perfect being? I said, who told you that? Perfect beings are all dead. I'm still alive. Moment I'll become perfect, I'll be dead on the spot. Our life is a karma to be here to perfect ourselves out of the imperfections through our experience. She said, but that's a philosophy. But please now tell me I'm your daughter. There she changed to the Oriental language. I'm your daughter, tell me what is wrong. I said, there's nothing wrong, but there's a one little thing. I said, too much sun, too much rain, too much silence, too much talk, too much of everything is too much. This over-kissing is too much. And it is finding a compensation for something. I can tell you if you don't ask me second question about it. She said, okay, agreed. I said, raise your right hand. Take an oath. So she did. I said, this man of yours was in love with a woman who has exactly your tendencies and future and your frequency, but not your shape. And he's so insecure and happy to find that frequency. He wants to touch you. And I think you are the biggest kisser in the world yourself. She said, that's true. He said, well, he has found your weakness, that's all. She said, I've got another question. I said, no, that's the agreement. No further question. That's it. Within the framework of my profession, I said, I just can say a little. I'm not going to interfere. I'm not going to judge it. I'm not going to direct it. So, a month passed by, and one day they both came to the ashram. I was sitting down, I was, I think, half asleep, half awake. And the man, I just felt somebody's massaging my feet and all that stuff, and I looked at the man, and she was sitting by the side. I said, well, what you both are up to? He said, how you know that before this I was in love with a girl? She didn't have a face like this, but she totally, in my heart, it is she. And I think she's my soulmate. I said, forget this nonsense, soulmate, classmate, this mate, that mate. You mate with her every night, I don't bother about it, but now don't lay this on me. I said, birds and animals have mating season, man has a mating every time, so you mate too much too. But it will cool down after a while. And I said, to be very frank, I don't believe in this soulmate business. Because to me, soulmate, classmate, omelette, same thing. It's just, overwhelming, when you want to overwhelm somebody, you say, you're my soulmate, So there's no logic, there's no reason, there's no argument, there's no understanding, it's a simple thing. He said, I want to know how you know. I said, son, massage my feet quite a bit, I'll tell you later. Meanwhile, I'm lying down and resting and thinking. Because I did not know what to say. And I realized my mistake. They say if you want to hear something in the universe, tell to a woman. So I have told her. So she must have taken a month to tell him. And she must have got him confessed. So what to say now? If I say it doesn't mean anything, they say I'm just freaky about it. If I make it a little more, they are going to think deeply and this kissing business will go off. I don't want to interfere. So after a while I found out the answer. I say you truly know to love each other, but you have not found the roots. Find out the source, where this love is springing. You are seeing the river, you are seeing the ocean of it, you are seeing in the waves and everything. Find out the root cause of this love. I explained to you they have 4 children, they are happily married and everything is fine. But it took them 4 years to find the root. And after that they got married. And touch wood, they are fine. Normally marriage doesn't last. Because if you do not find the root of your passion and your compassion, you can never find yourself. You have to find your own root, the very source of your passion, the very source of your compassion. If you want to find yourself, therefore heart center is very important. I am going to do a little meditation with you, can I? Should we do the first difficult one or the easy one? Which one you want?
Difficult.
Okay, you ask for it. Everybody agrees? What's gone wrong with you guys? No, we'll do it tomorrow. Let us be somewhere nice today. We are in good mood, right? Please sit on your heels. Yeah. And when what is this? What went wrong? I was told you left 4 p.m.
Yeah, but I didn't go. I'm going tomorrow.
You must be in love. All right, sit on your heels. And, when you do like this, see my movement? Like this, you fly. You understand? The flying of that northern duck, that's how our wings, no, this is how our wings goes, not like this is swimming. There's a difference between that and this, just like this. The northern duck stretches its wings, and with the power of the wing, they create the wavelength with the other wings of the other ducks. That's why they can fly the longest. You understand? It's a very aerodynamic things which man cannot produce. If we can really produce, then one plane can go front and 30 planes can go into that wavelength and may not end up spending any more gas. So just sit down, look at the tip of your nose, and we'll play a beautiful tape for you. And you just do like this. You will concentrate on heart automatically, don't do it intentionally. The beauty of this is, it will focus your energy here which you have never experienced before. Just do this. Don't hit anybody's face, but thank God we have big space. Concentrate at the tip of your nose and pull your hands like this, stretch it out and keep going. And each time pull your navel point, third center. It'll be quite an experience after a couple of minutes, don't worry. relax. I sit down, relax. We're not going to do anything more. Forget it. You're getting into it for nothing. Tomorrow, come to this class. Bring 2 apples for yourself and 2 for somebody who will come to the class doesn't have it. Tomorrow we'll do the real exercise. All right? I mean, we mean it. Apple is considered the fruit of the heart. There's a long story. It was the passion of the God to grow apple fruit. Actually, it was a fig fruit. It was not an apple tree, but it's considered to be apple. From Adam and Eve, apple has been attached to you. Though the tree was a fig tree, that's why all the nude statues have fig somewhere, fig leaf. And fruit was fig to fruit in the Garden of Eden, not the apple tree. And funny part is today, if you take fig and inject it in the saffron, it won't work in anything else. But if you take a good fig, inject in it with a syringe actually, a saffron, and keep them in the refrigerator, eat 1 or 2 a day, you will find out the story of Garden of Eden was true. I don't want to give you the detail. You know what I mean? I have certain limitation when I sit here, so forgive me for those limitations. But I'm explaining to you, if you take fig and soak saffron in milk at night and give it a chance to totally become part of the milk, and milk has that golden yellow saffron color. Take that concentrated milk with a lot of saffron, concentrated saffron, make that kind of thing. Take and put it in a fig. Let that fig be in a freezer or refrigerator for about 72 hours. Fig will be ready. Then you eat that fig. It will take you to Garden of Eden before eating the apple. It's a very funny fruit. At what time we all ate. It is nurturing, it is nursing, it is very arousing. And it's good. But basically, apple is the fruit of heart. Maybe it has more iron in it. Maybe any story, God knows what to think about it, but apple is the fruit of heart. It goes with this exercise which we are going to do tomorrow. So please bring 2 apples for you and be compassionate to you. You can see somebody else coming to the class and not having an apple. So this will make you the giver. We don't know who's going to come tomorrow, who's going to not. So bring tomorrow 2 apples and some apples to spare, to share. And if you're very compassionate to yourself, bring apple pie. And if you're very kind to yourself, go tonight and drink apple juice. And tomorrow, drink as much apple juice you can tolerate. Then come to the class tomorrow night. We'll give you a class and you'll enjoy it. Agreed? You don't agree? It's fine. I have been given a paper on philosophies of religion, but unfortunately I cannot repeat it. But I think these days, because of war, these kinds of papers are very much in circulation. So if you're lucky to get the philosophy of our religions, please read it and enjoy it as I have enjoyed it. That's the only secret news I want to give it to you. Why you might be worried, thinking why I was laughing all of a sudden. I was reading that news bulletin. Where is the birthday boy? That's a natural thing. He can listen in the bathroom, right? So we have to wait for him to come out of the private room and wish him a happy birthday. Hello, come here. Come. All right, let us finish the prayer for the peace, then we'll do that for him. Please concentrate and consolidate your being in any way and like and form you want to pray for the people and wants to bring the war to end, a peaceful thing. Please pray with me.
Aung San Waheguru, 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 Aung San Aung San Waheguru, 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 Aung San Aung San Waheguru, Aung San Waheguru, Aung San Waheguru.
those people. Be with them in thoughts. Let us feel ourselves with those people. Let us see through their hardships, through their life and to their death. Let those who are dying, die in peace. Those who are living, live in peace. Those who are fighting, fighting in peace. And our prayer is the peace should come back home soon. There's a hope today. There's a hope in the prayer. May we bless them all, tranquility and peace. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Our prayer is, Lord, you should bring peace to all, tranquility. May we all be blessed to send our feelings, our thoughts to those who are in the front on both sides, and to the compensatory thought, compassionate thought to their families. May peace prevail soon. Satnam. Guru Bada, stand up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lord, sing Masaji. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Now serve the cookies. Peace prayer days, every day your guardian angel, you know that yellow ribbon and that guardian angel is a symbol of hope, love and prayer. Wear it. Support the more peaceful. Oh, they are available, those little beautiful angels here. This seems to be fantastic, isn't it? I know what you said. That's why 50% you get 50%. Hey, when is your birthday next time? These are the best cookies. Good.